julifer9211 coming at you with another live video. I wanted to cover a video. This video is regarding uh, me personally. I know nobody cares, and I know it doesn't matter at all. Obviously, it's just that people have been asking me questions uh, regarding the giveaways, and I felt the need to explain to people a little bit more in detail what's really going on with the channel. So I started the channel back up um, some years ago, but never used it. So um, then afterwards, in 2019, I decided to get back on Yu-Gi-Oh. So before the Magical Heroes came out, um, I bought uh, I bought a bunch of Dark Magician decks. I have 5 right now on screen, but I have a lot more. I have a lot of binders. Uh, I have a lot of starter decks, like the original. Those make a lot of money, especially the first edition sealed and all that. So they're very beautiful to own, to have, LOB series and all that. So I kind of got back in the Yu-Gi-Oh market when nobody cared about Dark Magician. So obviously I bought all that. People feel like, oh, I keep repeating it. So people are confused and they're asking me questions. So with this video, you shouldn't have any more questions. You should know how everything works. If you want to know, I'm just gonna send you to refer you to look at this video. So basically, I sell online or here local. Um, so then, whatever, like the profit that I had made some years prior, um, I don't. I just want to throw like a number out there, nothing specific. But let's say, for instance, hypothetically, if I were to make like 6 grand or something like that in a year, obviously selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you know that means you're broke. Like selling $6,000 worth of cards is you're broke. That's really nothing. Like some of the starter decks have sold for me for over 2 grand. Sometimes some of the cards sell for over 2 grand, like one single card. So that's a very low number. So I mean, when some of those cards sell for a good value, or like the market value goes up, like when I had bought, I think it was like six or seven Dark Magician decks, and I also built some besides that. Ended up having like 12 of them, something like that, and I sold a lot of those decks. In my channel, some of the subscribers have bought decks from me. People don't know that. So obviously, those subscribers, I give them special privileges. Like I give them a lot more free cards because they keep coming back to my accounts and purchasing decks. So I feel the need, because they spend on me. I obviously give them priority of all the cards um, before anybody else. Now, besides that, the channel was made for that. The channel was made to reward people that go online and buy my cards. That's what the channel's for. That's why I built it. But then at the same time, as I've been busy with work and my schedule, I do live in the U.S. Um, I don't have time to go to the locals or the YCS like I used to. So obviously, I play more online. I know how Dark Magician goes. I have all the cards. If there's a card I don't have, I'll just buy it. And basically, um, that's what's going on. It's not that I'm just giving free cards to everyone. It's just I wanted people that purchase online, I give them free cards. Now, people who subscribe and that are in the group, we do challenges. Like, we could do like, I started with me and Magic Calibra, and the team's called the Team DMA Dark Magic Attack, and basically what we do is we create challenges, fun for people, and then I personally give back to the community. So like if I made whatever amount of money I made, guess what? like all that money is like extra. So the least I could do is offer somewhere around $100 to $200 worth of free cards to either people who have come to me to buy or people that complete the challenges that are in the group because they put an effort. And my main job is to teach people how to play Dark Magician. Now, back in the days, it didn't really matter because you could buy, like, take it from me. I was buying Dark Magician decks for $30, $40 complete with the extra deck. Right now, you can't do that. You know, one card by itself is 150 of the extra deck. What about the rest of the cards? What about the actual 40 card deck? You know, what about the people who play the 60 card decks? Yeah, you're not gonna be able to afford it. Dark Magician, a good strong Dark Magician played like at the YCS. In case you didn't know, it's somewhere around 3,000, nothing less. If you go less, it's because you bought the cards when they were cheap. But I mean, currently, that's what you're looking at roughly 3 grand. You know, for an adult, it's not a lot of money, but for people who don't have an income, they're too young, they're in their teens, or they don't work, it could be a lot of money. So what I do is I give back to the community by giving them free cards. So I'm obviously not handing out entire decks. Like, let's say in a year I give like more than $10,000 worth of cards. Like, come on, I can't do that. If I was a billionaire, then yeah. Um, so this is more of a side gig that I do, um, and I also teach people how to play Dark Magician. And like I said before, I have 100% success rate. Like after I teach people, they go on, they get more powerful because you know the saying, the disciple over always surpasses the master. So end up becoming more powerful, and that's the whole point. I played Dark Magician since 2002, since it came out, um, and I stopped playing it for a lot of years. But then recently got back into it. So that's the whole scoop. In order to qualify for the cards, you have to be a subscriber. You have to be involved in the channel, and you have to be part of the group. The group completes challenges. Challenges are like you have to upload a video. The video has to show you playing a Dark Magician deck, or it could be any deck. I'm not gonna discriminate and say, oh, if you don't play Dark Magician, I don't care about you. No, no, I actually know how to play a lot of different decks. I just always preferred Dark Magician, and it helped me out a lot because I bought a lot of cards for cheap. Like all these decks are throwaway decks to me. I still have more binders, more cards. So if you look at the decks, some of them are at 2,000, 3,000, 1,500, 900, you know, and the budget ones that I build, they're anywhere from 100 to 150, and I have multiple copies of each. So I just feel like a lot of people don't have the actual cards because now it's expensive. So people want to play Dark Magician, it's too late. So I have given Ash Blossoms away on the channel. I've given one Dark Magician deck, one Teledad deck from the 2008. I gave out a Time Thief deck, and then I'm currently gonna give out another Dark Magician deck. Yeah, so I believe I gave another deck. I'm trying to remember which other deck. There's another deck that I made, and I also gave it for free. Also, some of the subscribers, they've gone on other websites, like I say, to buy decks from me. Mainly, they buy Dark Magician decks. Sometimes people request for me like hyper super budget, like 100 or less. I'm sorry, yeah, like $100 or less. There was a person who requested $60 deck or less, Dark Magician competitive, and he bought it. I think I only charged him like 55 or something like that. So, and then obviously with time they get more cards. So to be competitive in the Dark Magician world, if you want to play officially, your deck's gonna be somewhere around $600 to $800. There's no way around it. A lot of cards are reprints, and what I do is I buy a bunch of cards, and all the extras I just let people have them. Very simple. So that's pretty much it. So if you want cards, you have to follow, like, be interactive with the channel, and you have to be um, in the group. The group does challenges, and if you complete them, then you enter the chance to win. So I don't have the ability to make the percentage like for people to decide what they want to do. I believe right now we have like six people in the group. After a year or so, the people leave the group. I don't want to use the word kick them out, but basically I let people out of the group because I need to go get new people that haven't played the deck, so I can teach them. Because you have to think about it like this: I'm not getting paid for this, so why would I take like 50 people and teach them? I just do this for fun. So my groups are usually somewhere around 6 or 7 people. Then after I teach them how to play Dark Mission, they leave the group, and then I get somebody else. Um, and that's how it works. So there was about 6 people who won cards last time. I think it was last October, and nobody got the cards because they never showed up. They never requested it. They disappeared. There was some people that bought cards, and they were following the channel. They picked up their first free cards, and afterwards they disappeared. So that's not my fault. So then all those cards stay behind. I named the winners, and nobody picks up the cards. I think his name was Adele or something like that, and he won some cards. There was like 5, 6 other people, and nobody claimed the cards. So I'm not responsible for mailing cards at my own expense, and I don't even know where I'm mailing it. I could mail it to my neighbor. I don't know who they are. I don't know their address. So I'm not responsible for that. So basically the video will say, it'll have the free cards. It'll say, choose the cards you want. But obviously that'll be for a list of people that has already randomly pulled out. So out of those people, I pull out names, and then the winners get the cards, and then that's it. Then we just wait till next time. I think I've done 6 giveaways, something like that, or five giveaways, and two of the videos I had to delete because there was a lot of people fighting over cards. Like I think there was like $180 worth of leftover cards, and there was a lot of people arguing over them. Because here's another thing. Personally, I'm not anyone's dad or mom, so I don't deal with crybabies. I'm not your dad. I'm not your mom. So when people start crying, they start complaining. Basically, I don't deal with you anymore. You can stay in the channel, we can talk, but I just don't do any dealings with you because there's no way that I can make everyone happy. So if you're okay, you follow the instructions and you get the cards, that's it. That's all there is to it. But then people were fighting, so I took off the 2 videos. There was 2 or 3 that had a lot of free cards just because of those people were like arguing and fighting. So then I pulled those cards out. So hopefully everyone can get along and we can move forward. In December, I do another big giveaway. Usually during the Decembers, I'll do a deck or I'll do a lot of high rarity cards. But this video information about the giveaways, particularly, and me in particular. Even though nobody cares, I don't care myself. It's just that it's more information that people need. The decks, like I said, the cards are free, but it's based on the sales. If there's a year that I don't sell any cards, well, guess what? I won't be able to give any cards out. So it's all driven on the sales, because you have to think about it. Where am I getting these cards to give them away? If I'm giving away $200 to $300 decks, you have to ask yourself, where am I getting that money from? So obviously I work and all that. but I would have to get extra money. You have to understand that they're all leftovers. They're leftovers that I don't need. And rather than selling and making a profit, I just rather give it away to the community. So that's that. So if you're interested in the channel, you want to grow, you have questions, you're welcome to come and ask me. I did order some Illusion of Chaos. In the future, maybe not in December, but next year, I would like to give away some Illusion of Chaos to a lucky winner. Um, I did order some Illusion of Chaos, like I said. I ordered all the new Battle of Chaos, most of the stuff, and I'm going to be giving some of it away out. So hopefully that answers all your questions. Anybody asking questions, I'm going to refer them to this video because I don't need to talk about it anymore. If you don't understand this video, then maybe there's nothing I could do for you. You need to take care of yourself and stay safe. But yeah, basically, free cards, they come from all the extra of the upsell. And then you have to be subscriber, you have to like, you have to be interactive with the channel, because that's a form of payment. You're here, you're assisting, you're looking at the videos. You don't have to agree with everything I do. I'm not a hard person. In fact, a lot of the people that come to the channel to curse me out or they're angry, I never block any of their messages. You're allowed to watch them. I never kick anyone out of my channel either, because I believe that that's a sign of fear, that people kick people out or they're emotionally triggered. I'm an adult. Nothing people say can affect me. I have my life. If someone's sad, that's their problem. If they're ungrateful or unhappy, that's their life. It has nothing to do with me, 0%. I'm a happy person. Thank God. Everything's fine. I have nothing to do with them. I don't really care at all. So, yeah, so if you want to come to be angry and upset, that's fine. It's not going to work though. No one gets kicked out. The only reason why I would kick somebody out of the channel is if they're bullying somebody else. That's something I don't tolerate, because when they bully me, a lot of the time I know it's people that are poor, people that are angry, people that are sad, people that their life is like more like their life is not well. It doesn't matter for what reason. I'm not responsible for that. So I don't really care at all. But once you come and bully somebody else, then yeah, I can't tolerate that, because I'm not gonna be like the other channels, or like what happened with Will Smith, that they let him slap Chris Rock. No one did anything about it. That's not gonna happen in my channel. If you come and bully someone, I'm gonna block you. Well, first I'm gonna destroy you. Then I'm gonna delete your messages. I'm gonna block you and kick you out. But as far as like coming and tell me, I don't really care. You can tell me whatever you want. Yeah, and that's always a sign of someone who's financially troubled, or even if they're not financially troubled, they could be spiritually troubled. They're poor in the spirit, in their mind. And that's your personal problem. It has nothing to do with me, so I don't really care. So I know I went overboard on it, but this is so I don't ever have to talk about anything anymore. If you have a question, refer to the video. So with that having said, there shouldn't be any more questions. If they are, come to this video and look at it. And with that, dark magic attack.